Hello, Ravens flock, and welcome back to Baltimore Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, let's really talk about it. Oh my good golly gosh. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to end. Where do we draw the line, folks? That game yesterday, like, come on. That game, who wants to call it a game? I want to call it a game. It was a game to really show our talents, and we really showed our talents. Like, come on, folks. Oh my goodness. I just have to say, first off, it was a very competitive game. We really handled it. We really handled things well for ourselves. We definitely showed out. Finally, after 7 long weeks, not counting preseason, of course, we finally showed what Baltimore Ravens football truly looks like. And yesterday was the day to do it. And I just have to say, playing against a 5-1 team, us going in 4-2, and Detroit being the conversation of being one of the best teams in the league, going into Week 7, I gotta say, it's the first time I believe, maybe, that I'll actually say something provocative. Damn! Like, whoo boy! I will say this episode is dedicated to my father because he is a big Detroit Lions fan, has been his whole life. So, love you, Pops, but big dog! Oh man, Ravens flock. I just have to say, we really crushed it yesterday, and I will get into all the juicy details of how this game unfolded right now, starting with the coin toss, us going in, winning the coin toss, and we elect to receive the ball. Not a lot of teams do that. They even said it on Fox Sports yesterday. Not a lot of teams elect to receive this ball here, especially in front of your home crowd. But I'm really glad we did, because starting on our opening drive, 1st and 10, Justice Hill, he gets 2-yard pass. 2nd and 8, Odell gets the first. 1st and 10, Zay Flowers, big 46-yard pass and run on this one here. We already start the game and start the drive hard on that play there. So shout out to Zay Flowers for that, which it was National Tight Ends Day yesterday, and you'll understand why. For all you who saw and watched the game, you know why, but we'll keep it going here. 1st and 10, Lamar, he gets 3. 2nd and 7, Gus Edwards, he carries for 4. 3rd and 3, Lamar, he gets a gain of 2. So on 4th and 1, we make the crazy decision to go for it, but it was well worth it because Lamar technically he struck, past tense, but he strikes while the iron's hot. We strike first, getting the first touchdown of the day, courtesy of Lamar Jackson. 7-0, 10:37 down in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Detroit gains 4. 2nd and 6, incomplete pass. 3rd and 6, Jared Goff is swallowed up and sacked by Justin Matabike. So on 4th and 10, Lions do have to punt. There was an interference flag on Detroit. The guy slipped on the run and tripped into Devin Duvernay. So when you saw this one here, Devin Duvernay was going to catch it, and he was also going to tackle him, of course, because that's what you do on special teams. And he ended up slipping on the grass and ended up tripping Devin Duvernay before he could even catch the ball. So yes, there was an interference, but like that one was justified because it was a total and complete 100% accident. When you see it, when you watch it, you'll understand. But no biggie there. So 1st and 10, Patrick Ricard, he gets a 3-yard pass. 2nd and 7 is an incomplete to Mark Andrews. 3rd and 7, incomplete pass. However, there was an illegal. Lord, I'm still so excited and hyped, I can't even talk straight. There was an illegal contact flag on Detroit, and there was a late flag on us for intentional grounding. So it was way late too. Like Lamar apparently stepped back farther than he should have. I didn't really see it, but you all can like, comment, subscribe. Definitely tell me in the comments. Definitely tell me in the comments section where you saw it, because I personally didn't see it 100%, but whatever, because those offset each other. So it's 3rd and 7. Rashad Bateman, he gets the first down. 1st and 10, Gus Edwards, he gets nowhere. Second and 10, Rashad Bateman, he gets a great catch. That gives us the first down. First and 10, Gus Edwards, he picks up 9. Second and 1, incomplete pass. Lamar Jackson on 3rd and 1, he has to scramble out of the pocket, gets the first down. First and 10, Lamar, he shakes a couple sacks, does what he does, and then he has to take it himself again for 3 this time. Second and 7, Rashad Bateman, he picks up 4. Third and 7, Lamar Jackson, oh my goodness, with so much time. I'm going to even get the replay right here. If you see it, he shakes tackles, shakes it out of the pocket, bumps off his man, rolls out, hits Nelson Aguilar in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Oh my goodness, this one was stellar. And when you're watching this replay, like I just said, you're going to see it, or if my editor already put it in before where I'm saying now. If you saw it, he rolls off, bounces off a few defenders, including his own man, and just hits it. And oh my goodness, this play was absolutely beautiful. So shout out to Nelson Aguilar for getting us our second touchdown, now putting us to 14-7. Or no, not 14-7. I'm jumping. Woo! I'm trying to give Detroit a little too much credit. I'm sorry, all Detroit Lions fans. I don't mean to say that. That's rude. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first quarter. First and 10 for Detroit. They get a 2-yard pass. Second and 8, they get a gain of 4. Third and 4 is an incomplete pass. Patrick Queen got hurt on this play. However, he does get up. He does get examined. He's good. He will be back in just a few minutes. And now on 4th and 4, Lions have to punt this one away again. So now, 1st and 10, Odell, beautiful catch. Beautiful right here. Absolutely amazing. 1st and 10 is an incomplete pass to Mark Andrews. There was a holding on Ronnie Stanley there. Now on 1st and 20, we overthrow Zay Flowers. 2nd and 20, Justice Hill, he gets a gain of 9. 3rd and 11, Zay Flowers gets a beautiful catch for the first down. Ends the first quarter. And I just have to say, first quarter, stellar. No hiccups on offense, no hiccups on defense. Train is moving out of the station. The foot is on the pedal. Gears are turning. We took that win in Tennessee, in London against Tennessee last week. We kept our foot on the pedal, continued it all week. I love to see it here, and I know you all love to see it too. 1st and 10, Patrick Ricard, he gets a great 29-yard catch and run, and this one was great. This one he could have took to the house too, because he caught it and started running with it, did a little spin move, and then tripped at the end. I thought in my head, if he vaulted him, jumped over him a little bit, because he was low enough, but Patrick Ricard he's a big boy, so he might not have been able to, but I've seen him do it before. That man definitely has the hops, definitely knows he can do it when he needs to. However, that was absolutely great. 1st and 9, our boy Mitchell finally gets some good playing time here. He gets a gain of 9. 2nd and 1, Zay Flowers gets the first down. And 1st and 10, boom! Right there, as we should, as he does it, Mark Andrews gets an 11-yard touchdown, also in the back of the end zone. 21-0 now, and 12:54 left in the second quarter in the first half. And like I was going to say, on National Tight Ends Day. So Mark Andrews strikes hot on National Tight Ends Day. Absolutely beautiful. Shout out to him. Shout out to Travis Kelce from the Kansas City Chiefs as well. I know he had some good plays yesterday in the Kansas City game last night. So shout out to those two, but my money's always on Mark Andrews because that man is a monster. Let's really talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. We love to see it. So now, 1st and 10 for Detroit. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Our boy Mollett gets a great sack on Jared Goff. 3rd and 16 now. They're stopped just short. So now on 4th and 3, Lions have to punt the ball away again. We're really holding them to 3 and outs. That is our best thing we could do. On 1st and 10 now, Lamar, he kept it himself for 9. 2nd and 1, Gus Edwards, he keeps it for 20 yards. Absolutely amazing. Now Justice Hill gets a big 25-yard run. 1st and 10, Mark Andrews gets a beautiful catch to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Mark Andrews is overthrown. 2nd and goal, Gus Edwards runs it straight through the line, busts through on the outside, gets a touchdown. Chef's kiss. Now it is 28-0 with 7:45 left in the first half. 1st and 10 for Detroit, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for Detroit. They get the first down. 1st and 10, they get 16 yards, so they get a first. 1st and 10 again. Jared Goff, he's pushed out of bounds. So now on 2nd and 12 is an incomplete pass. 3rd and 12, gain of 4 here. 4th and 8, this time they got risky with it and they decided to go for it. Detroit actually, and I'll say, I believe it's from here on out, on 4th downs, they got risky and again, little hesitant to say this, they got a little ballsy and they said it and said, you know what? 4th downs, it don't matter if it's 4th and 12, 4th and 8, 4th and whatever, we're going for it. And some of the plays, they really hit the mark. They really hit their stride. So shout out to Detroit for making some risky business here. So now on 1st and 10 for Baltimore, Gus Edwards gets a gain of 8. However, that one's getting called back because we did get a holding flag on that. 1st and 20 now, Mark Andrews, 22 yards, boy, 22 yards. So now 1st and 10, Gus, he gets a first down. Or no, he gets 5, my bad. 2nd and 5, Zay Flowers gets 4. 3rd and 1, Justice Hill, he got a loss of 3. However, there was a late flag for roughing the passer because in the replay, I'm not going to have my editor put it in. We all saw it. On this one here, the defensive gentleman on Detroit, I don't remember his name off the top of my head. However, he went down and he actually went to the knees and lower on Lamar after he had already released the ball. And that's why they got a late roughing the passer call. So we almost didn't have that. A loss of 3 turned into a first down for us. So good on that one. 1st and 10, Justice Hill. It happens once a game. It doesn't matter. It was in this one here. Justice Hill fumbled the ball and Detroit recovered. However, when you saw this, and I spoke about it with other folks in the Ravens flock community, this was just a miscommunication between quarterback and runner. Like, this was just a complete miscommunication. So, yes, we fumble at least once a game. Yes, ironically, it's usually on Justice Hill, but that's okay. This one was a complete accident, so I'm not going to hold it over anybody's head. Honestly, I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it. It is not that big of a deal, folks. Everybody, it happens to the best of us. Everybody gets one. I said it a million times. Everybody gets one. If it happens more than once, then we're starting to run into some territory. However, everybody gets one. But it's all right because now on 1st and 10, Detroit gets a gain of 3. That brings them to the 2-minute warning. So now on 2nd and 7, Detroit get 6, and then on 3rd and 1, they do get the first down. So now on 1st and 10, they get a gain of 7. 2nd and 3, incomplete pass. 3rd and 3, they get the first down. There was also a holding flag on Baltimore. Now on 1st and 10, they throw an incomplete and also get a holding flag. So now on 1st and 20 for Detroit, they get a gain of 10. 2nd and 10 now, they get a gain of 8. We decide to take our first timeout. Or no, they get a gain of 7, but still we take our first timeout. And now this one here, and again, I'm probably not going to have my editor put in the replay because we all saw it. We already know how this one goes. They explained it very well. On 3rd and 3, Jared Goff had to throw it away, and there was an intentional grounding flag on this one. And the reason why is because they even showed it, like I said, on Fox Sports. When you show the replay, the quarterback, if you're going to throw it away, it's either got to be way out of the sidelines, or if you're going to, like Jared Goff did, he threw it at the ground. However, he didn't throw it at the ground far enough. He threw it while still in the pocket. And that is what called for that intentional grounding flag. He kind of just not spiked it, but threw it just a little bit off to the side, and it didn't get outside of the pocket like he thought and like he wanted. So that one is called for an intentional grounding flag. And after that, we will take our second timeout. So now on 4th and 15, like I said, Lions, they really got crazy with it and wanted to go for on 4th and 15, and they got it too. However, they got a holding flag, so that one got called back. Oh, boy. So now on 4th and 25, Lions punt the ball away. 1st and 10, we got it with only a couple seconds left. We kneel it, end the second quarter, end the first half. And my halftime thoughts, this is about to be real quick. We had a great first half. Offense was on point. Receivers hitting their routes and getting the ball where they're supposed to. Runners getting first downs, making conversions. Offensive line holding blocks, keeping people from the backfield. Not one sack on Lamar Jackson at all in the first half. Absolutely amazing. No issues. My only thing, one slip up between miscommunication. That's it. One slip up, everybody gets one, and then our defense on point, getting to the ball, making sure there's 3 and outs, breaking the line of scrimmage, breaking the plane, getting into the backfield, breaking up passes, getting tackles, group and gang tackling, no single missed tackles. Absolutely beautiful first half. We're in it 28-0 going into the second half. I have no negative issues. Like I said, one slip-up miscommunication, I can overlook it. I really can overlook it. And before we continue on, I am going to take a quick swig of water, like I said. This time, I don't have my fancy Ravens mug. I apologize, Ravens flock. I know that's going to be my main staple, but I did forget it today. But other than that, honestly, guys, beautiful, amazing first half. No issues whatsoever. And since we won the coin toss and elected to receive before the start of the game, Detroit will come back and they will get the ball to start the second half. So now let's get into it. Quarter 3, first play, 1st and 10, gain of 2 for Detroit. 2nd and 8, Lions get the first down. 1st and 10, they get a gain of 9. 2nd and 1, Jared Goff is sacked, fumbled it. Unfortunately, Detroit recovered. Darn it, whatever. When he fumbled it, the ball hit the ground. He was on his back, and it bounced back into his arms. So it's like, what can you really do? It's not like everybody was scrambling and fighting for it. It literally stripped. He fell on his back, and then it just right back into his arms. So that one is kind of like, Would we have liked to see it get recovered? Yes, however, no big deal, no issues. Now on 3rd and 7, Detroit gets a gain of 3. 4th and 4, Lions get the first down. 1st and 10, Detroit, they get a first down again. 1st and goal, finally in the red zone. Shout out to Detroit for this. Finally making it to the red zone. Gain of 3 here. 2nd and goal, incomplete pass. 3rd and 3, incomplete pass. Or third and goal, incomplete pass. 4th and goal, incomplete pass. 9:31 left in the third quarter. So we stopped them to a good hold and didn't have to push them anywhere. Absolutely love it. 1st and 10. Gus Edwards gets a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Gus Edwards. Here we go. Absolutely amazing. Big 80 yards. He breaks it through on the outside, runs all the way across the sideline, runs all the way down to the red zone for 80 solid yards, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even say any more than that. He was on point yesterday. No hesitation. I swear, and I see it all the time, everybody hating on Justice Hill, Rashad Bateman, and Gus Edwards, saying this, that, and the third. No hate necessary yesterday. He was a beast. I kid you not, swear. Right hand, Scout's honor. So now, 1st and 10, he gets a gain of 3. 2nd and 7, Mark Andrews, back of the end zone again with the 2nd touchdown of the day for him on National Tight Ends Day. He gets his 2nd touchdown of the day. This now putting us to 35-0 with 7:25 left in the third quarter. Beautiful. 1st and 10 for Detroit, gain of 7. 2nd and 3, incomplete pass. 3rd and 3, they end up getting the first down. 1st and 10, Jared Goff, he throws it incomplete. 2nd and 10, they get a gain of 9.5. See, they say they only gave them about 8-9 yards, but when you really look at where the ball was placed, it was literally in between the hash and the first down. So they claimed it as 9 yards. I'm gonna give them that extra half because it was right there. So like I said, 3rd and 1, Jared Goff, they get stacked up and stopped short. We decide to take a timeout after that. 4th and 1, they go for a deep pass. Wrong answer, because our boy, our star-studded defensive player from last week, Geno Stone again with the INT, baby. Didn't run it back this time. However, he caught that in the air and said, "Thank you, I will take that. That's mine." Oh, that boy, I swear. He might win for Baltimore Talk. I think it might do it starting this year. Offensive and defensive players of the year. He might, if he keeps it up, he's going to win defensive player of the year here on Baltimore Talk. But now 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Gus Edwards, he gets a gain of 5. Here's the thing before I even say it. They went 2nd and 6. They said they only gave him 4, but it clearly was 5 yards, whatever. 2nd and 6, doesn't matter because he got the first down anyway. 1st and 10, Gus, no gain. 2nd and 10, this one was a deep shot to Odell, couldn't get it there. 3rd and 10, this one unfortunately was dropped by not Isaiah Likely. Ironically, we haven't said his name in a few weeks. I don't know where he's been. I don't know. He hasn't been on injured reserve. He hasn't been anything. We just haven't seen him in the game. But hopefully he comes back soon. I like Isaiah Likely. He's a great tight end, just like Mark Andrews. But 3rd and 10, that one was dropped by Zay Flowers. We did get an offensive pass interference. And after this, there was a little fight and a little scrap that broke out. Just like last week, this time it wasn't Odell, though. This one was just between players. And that didn't cause any late flags or anything, but it did happen. So 4th and 10, Jared Stout finally coming out for the first time today, forcing us to punt the ball for the first time. 1st and 10, Detroit, they get the first downs. 1st and 10, they get a gain of 9. 2nd and 1, first down. 1st and 10, they get 2. 2nd and 8, Goff, he is sacked by Vinoy, which ends the 3rd quarter. Oh, man, great 3rd quarter. Great start to the 2nd half of the day. Absolutely beautiful. The interception, the touchdowns. You can't go, touchdowns, singular, but you can't go wrong with it. Yes, in Detroit, their defense, they forced us to punt. So I don't know what locker room halftime conversation they had, but it really worked because they forced us to a 4 and out, or 3 and out technically if you want to get technical, but whatever. I just have to say, great 3rd quarter, great offensively, defensively. Detroit, their defense really started to make an impression and make a comeback here. So now, getting into the 4th quarter, on 3rd and 19, because Vinoy got that sack at the end of the 3rd. 3rd and 19, they get a number of yards. It didn't matter because we got a roughing the passer flag, so that gave them the first down. 1st and 10, they get a gain of 9. 2nd and 1, they finally, right here at the start of the 4th quarter, Detroit gets their first touchdown of the day. Absolutely good. Shout out to Detroit. They got their first touchdown of the day. Now making it 35-6. They go for a 2-point, try and make it some extra points, make it a 27-point game instead of a 31, but no good. Now it is 13:59 left in the rest of the game. 1st and 10, Odell gets a 13-yard catch and run. 1st and 10, Gus gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5, Lamar, he had to keep it himself. Couldn't find an open receiver, so he ran out of the pocket, got the first down. 1st and 10, Justice Hill, he gets a gain of 2. 2nd and 8, Odell gets the first, but it happens every time. We got a holding flag. Ronnie Stanley, again, this one, his 2nd flag of the day for holding, so that brought us back 10. 2nd and 18, Odell, he gets a loss of 1. 3rd and 19, Justice Hill, he gets a gain of 8, but couldn't get us close enough. So on 4th and 11, Justin Tucker, he had to kick a field goal, which it was super windy in Baltimore yesterday. During one of the kickoffs, I don't remember which one specifically, it doesn't really matter, but that wind was blowing. It actually knocked the ball off the tee on Justin Tucker twice. And one of the referees, or one of his own guys, had to hold it for him so he could kick it on kickoff. It was absolutely crazy. But now, 38-6, 9:30 left in the game. 1st and 10 for Detroit, gain of nothing. So now on 2nd and 10, they get a gain of 7. 3rd and 3, they get the first down. 1st and 10, gain of 8. 2nd and 2, they get the first down. 1st and 10, gain of 3. 2nd and 7, get it again. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, incomplete passes. So now on 4th and 10, they decide to take a timeout. And I know I just ran through all of that, but it was just incomplete pass after incomplete after incomplete. So no need to say 1st, 2nd, 3rd. It's just the same thing over and over. Now on 4th and 10 after Detroit's timeout, our boy Stevens, he ends up breaking up the pass, and that forces Detroit to a 4-and-out, so we take over here. And right in the middle, right near the end of the 4th, Tyler Huntley finally checked in. John Harbaugh said, Lamar, sit, you've done your duty, you've done your service for the day, which I'm going to be honest, once we got halfway through the 3rd and it's now 35-0, I was sitting here scratching my head. I'm like, honestly, when is Tyler Huntley going to check in? Just because our 3rd string, Josh Johnson, was out and hurt. I don't believe he's hurt. I believe he's just ill. Because I know a couple of guys they were out yesterday, not because of injuries, but because they were just ill, like physically wise. I think it was stomach, headache, whatever, some kind of bug going around. So they weren't in, but middle of the 4th quarter, Tyler Huntley finally checks in. I'm like, all right, just because it's at that point last year during week 13 where Lamar, in the middle of the 3rd, 4th quarter, where he got hurt. So it's like, all right, about time Huntley checked in, as we want to keep everybody healthy. But I'm just glad to see him. Honestly, I don't care what people say. I know he's our backup. I like Tyler Huntley, especially last year, minus wild card weekend. He really stepped up when Lamar was injured. Tyler Huntley is a great 2nd string. He is a great quarterback. He even said it himself that he tries to do what Lamar does. So I really enjoy Tyler Huntley. So glad to see him finally getting in the game and getting some reps. 1st and 10, Gus gets a gain of 3. 2nd and 7, Gus gets 2. 3rd and 5, incomplete to Rashad. 4th and 5, we have to punt the ball away. 3rd time for Jordan Stout today. 1st and 10, no gain for Detroit. 2nd and 10, no gain. That was an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10, they get a gain of 5. 4th and 5 now. Detroit does get the 1st down, bringing us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, they get a deep ball pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10, they get a gain of 6. 3rd and 4, they get a gain of, they get the amount of yards. They got the 1st down. 1st and 10, they only get a gain of 2. That ends the game right there. They just said, you know what, we'll just run one more play, because the play clock after that went more than the game clock. So it's like, what's the point of running a play? Just let it wind down. So, Baltimore takes the victory, making everybody go home 5-2 now. We went up against Detroit going into that game, them being 5-1, big contender in the league. Us coming in 4-2. Wow! 38-6, ladies and gentlemen. And I just have to say, honestly, I did this today because of how happy I was. I wore my Ravens sneakers. I got my shirt. We got the logo, because good golly gosh, Baltimore ran away with it in our home stadium of M&T Bank Stadium. We really crushed it and killed it this week. Oh man, I only have 3 things to say for the entire end of the game. My first one is just like this, going into halftime, I only had one gripe. I only have one gripe here. Odell, my man, please, when you catch the ball, don't catch it and then try and swing backwards and run around. That's how when I said he got that loss of yards, it's because when he catches it and it facing his body, he doesn't lean back and run forward. He runs backwards and then hooks up. And I've said it enough times, if he ran sideways, went horizontal, then tried to get lateral instead of running vertically backwards and then trying to do it, we wouldn't get loss of yards. And that's my only negative thing. That's my only gripe. I've only had 2 negative points all day. And I just have to say, the entire day, absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing on both sides of the ball. Like I said in halftime, and we just kept it rolling into the second half. Offensively, holding blocks beautifully on offense. Receivers running the perfect route. Running backs running, getting positive yardage. Absolutely beautiful. Defense, breaking the line of scrimmage, getting sacks, making tackles, breaking up plays, forcing 3-and-outs. Absolutely amazing. I have no negative things. And I have to say it, Lamar got MVP. Lamar gets MVP on this one just because I know he's our quarterback, but the passes were on point and precise. The scrambles and getting out of the pocket, the amount of time, because in the replay, in the highlight that my editor put in, that you saw in the beginning of the game, He had 9.24 seconds in the pocket before he hit Nelson Aguilar when he bounced off his own people. It is absolutely amazing. Like I said, laser focused to his receivers. And actually, you know what? Lamar and Mark Andrews actually get it both this week for MVPs. I'm awarding it to two. Usually you get one player, but this time I'm awarding it to two of them because Mark Andrews was making plays. Lamar Jackson was making plays. And there were other guys. Believe me, if I could give it to the whole offense, I would. But I'm going to give it to them too focusedly. And I will say in a very close second, Mark, he just had it just by just a few points. Gus Edwards almost got it after that big 80-yard run and those things he was doing. However, like I said, Lamar gets MVP. Mark gets MVP. Absolutely amazing and beautiful victory over the Detroit Lions yesterday on Sunday, making us 5-2 with it going out 38-6. And now, looking forward to this weekend, we have a mid-afternoon game going up against the 1-6 now Arizona Cardinals at 4:25. I believe we're back on the road again. Yes, we are back on the road again, going to Arizona this coming Sunday. We will see you then. Ladies and gentlemen of Baltimore Talk and the Ravens flock community, thank you for tuning in once again. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for showing your support every week. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, if you're on YouTube, share it with your mother, your father, your neighbor, grandmother, your cat, I don't care who. Get the word, spread it out there. Everybody on RSS.com and Spotify, head over to YouTube. All you got to do, look it up, Baltimore Talk, or look up my name, Anthony Propst. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you once again, like I said, for tuning in to an amazing episode. I will see you again next week. Goodbye.